Welcome, dear friends, to a continuation of our solving of English past questions for SSCE, of course, as set by WASSCE. In this production, we acknowledge that the past questions are from the West African Examination Council, and we thank them for the opportunity. Welcome. Today, we shall go into the year 2007, that is 2007. And the particular question is question 6F. And then that is question 6F, I, and then II. That's 1 and 2. Now, this is the question. The staff were already there, and when he entered the building, he found his secretary and the clerical staff apparently immersed in their assignments. And of course, it continues to the end, but we decided to stop here. Okay? And of course, as usual, WASSCE will underline from when he entered the building. Of course, they will stop at the building, as you can see here. Now, what is the question? What is the grammatical name, or what grammatical name is given to this expression as it is used in the passage? That is question I. Okay? Then question II, that is 2, says, what is its function? Okay? So we are faced with this question. Then how do we start? Okay? Now, of course, we have designed our scientific approach to solving such a question. Of course, in previous videos, we've explained that the very first step is to test for our markers. Okay? So, let's test for our markers. Of course, our markers are the first elements or elements in the underlined expression. So, the very first element here is when. When. So, when we check the grammatical category or class that begins with when, and we know that is what? Adverbial. Adverbial. So, of course, we can suspect that it's adverbial clause, but we just note that it is what? An adverbial element. So that's test 1. It begins with what? The adverbial element or marker when. Okay? That's test 1 as usual. Then test 2, we check if in the underlined expression there is a finite verb. Okay? Now let's check when he entered. The word entered is the past tense of the verb enter. Okay? Of course, entered here is British spelling, entered. So, because it has entered, and don't forget that for a verb to be a finite verb, there are 2 qualities it must possess. The first is that it must be the main verb element of the underlined expression. Okay, so from when to building, entered is the main verb element here. The building here is a noun, it's a nominal element, even though there's ing, it's a nominal element. So the only verbal element here is entered, and it's in the past tense. So we take this to be our finite verb. Okay? And so what it means, therefore, is that the expression has passed test 1 and test 2. Okay? Then, for test 3, we will now check if the underlined expression is pointing to another verbal element in the other part of the sentence. Now, let's be very careful here. The sentence starts with, the staff were already there. So this one is a complete clause. It's complete. We're already there. Okay. And when he entered the building, okay, what happened? He found his secretary and so when he entered the building, is pointing to the verb, pointing to what he saw or what he found. Okay, so the entire expression here is showing us what the man found when he entered the building. Okay, so because of that, we can conclude that this underlined expression is what grammatical noun is what it is an adverbial clause. Adverbial clause. Okay? Then number 2, what's the function? Now, usually the underlined expression that points to the other verb, the function is to modify that verb it is pointing to. Okay? So you can say, therefore, that it modifies the verb found. The verb found. Okay? Of course, as usual, we write it in inverted commas because we are taking it from the passage. So, dear friends, you can see it's very simple to just arrive at your answer using our scientific approach. Thank you for watching. Please, if you have gained from this video, do well to share with your other friends who may also want to be part of it. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.